Hello and welcome to the Sunken Temple of Qarn. Great video in store for you here, full of shortcuts and really cool stuff. So we're going to start out by turning on our tank stance, and then we're just going to pull these three here, these three bats. We don't need to go any further than this. It's fine. If you want to chain pull down the stairs to the next one, you can, but the reason I'm not going to just yet is because I don't know how Mr. Purple is as a healer. I need to gauge the competency of my healer before I start pulling lots of stuff. Again, using the AoE attack to gain aggro on everything. Looking at my enemy list, I see that almost everything had aggro. I lost aggro for a second there because I stopped attacking. But another quick attack puts aggro right back on me. And that's all you're really learning in these low-level dungeons, is just how to select your target and how to maintain aggro on multiple targets. So I just did a quick combo there. The combo was Lightning Shot, which was my ranged attack followed by Provoke, to make sure I get nice threat generated on everything there. Next, well, looks like everyone's pulling. I'm going to go ahead and actually pull everything together, and I'm going to use a couple of cooldowns here. Actually, I'll use all three because this is a lot of stuff. So it looks like one of our DPS went ahead and pulled something. I generally don't like when the DPS do that and they try to take over the pace. So we will just roll with it. Looks like we're okay. We can probably be a little bit more aggressive with our pulls, but I'll go ahead and just keep that in mind that apparently pace is an issue here. Specifically in the Sunken Temple of Qarn, you want to make sure that you're attacking these temple bees. So normally if there are at least three mobs, I'm going to use my AoE abilities, but since the temple bee is here, I'm going to use a bunch of single target abilities on the bee, because the bee does have an ability, I believe it's called Final Sting or something, and the bee will one-shot you. So it's important to kill those bees, as you're going to see here in the first boss fight. So if you're not familiar with this boss fight, he only has one mechanic, and it's quite simple. It's a room-wide doom effect. A doom effect is when you will basically die if it goes off. There are the wasps, or wesps, whatever you want to call them. We just need to make sure we target those down. And then back onto the boss. Once the room-wide effect occurs, which is right now, everyone is going to get hit with this doom effect, and in order to clear it, you have to stand on a tile that's glowing. There it is. As you can see, I stand on it, and I lose the doom effect. So I will live. DPS is pretty good. Another room-wide effect. And we're going to figure out which one is glowing. Same one that we're on. Oh, that's wonderful. Picking up aggro on the wasps just by using an AoE attack. Okay, boss is down, and we are going to head on over to the next pull, using my ranged attack on the temple bees to make sure that they are attacking me. And I'm just going to go ahead and pull everything here because why not? Now, the only thing I really care about on this pull is two things: making sure I maintain aggro on everything, and also positioning this stupid head on the button, which I did. So we'll go ahead and kill these three, and we're going to not really worry about these other two heads. I have another video on the main playlist about a shortcut here. And now that those are dead, we're going to go ahead and do the shortcut. Hopefully everyone follows me. Let's see. The shortcut is we don't have to do this. Please follow me. Please. Please. I beg of you, follow me. Follow me. Oh, I think they did. Oh, they followed me. Great. We'll just go ahead and kill these two guys and continue on down. And we're one pull away from the next boss. Basically one pull away. And we'll go ahead and start moving toward the next one. Everything's basically dead. There you go. And I also like to kind of start moving toward the next pack before the first pack is dead, so I lead the way. I like initiating. See? That, I think it was the... No, I think that was the dancer that actually engaged yet again. So as you can see here, there's a patrol. The Condemned is a patrol right here. So you need to be aware of this patrol, because as soon as it gets close enough to someone, it's going to aggro. So I'm going to go ahead and click on it and use my ranged attack now, so it aggroes me and not Mr. Purple, who happens to be my healer today. We're going to target the golem, use our our single target ranged attack, and then switch over to the Soul Stone and just start wailing away. Nothing to it but to do it. We have great DPS here. 37% is fantastic. Now, in theory, on this boss fight, we should get the second limit break by the time... I forgot to target the Soul Stone. By the time the Soul Stone breaks again, and then a DPS player is supposed to limit break this boss after we break the Soul Stone for the second time. Because what that will do is it will ensure that we don't have to go through this phase a third time. But I don't think we're going to have any issue there. We have tons of DPS. Yeah, we're fine. We don't even have the limit break, but he's dead anyway. That's really fantastic. We are cooking with fire. So now I'm feeling pretty confident. I'm going to go ahead and chain together this next pull. So we'll do ranged attack, provoke, AoE attack, and continue to move on. I'm going to use my arm's length ability now, so if anything hits me, it slows down and doesn't continue to hit me. And we'll just do these last two guys here, and that should be enough. There we go. And I'll use a couple of cooldowns here, which I'll use Rampart and Reprisal. I like to use those two in conjunction with each other. And as you can see, my health is pretty high. I don't need to use another damage reduction ability here. So again, as those mobs die, we are just going to start moving on to the next pull. And all we care about here is, again, maintaining aggro and putting the head on the button. I hate this mechanic. Did it work? I don't think it worked. They are just killing this stuff so fast. Again, ranged attack, provoke on these two, and focus on putting the head on the button. It is on the button. I'm just going to tank. I don't want to move. I don't really care about moving out of that AoE. I care more about getting the button down than just taking a little bit of damage. Yep, it's the dancer. That's fine. So the dancer went ahead and pulled for me because I guess, you know, we've only been here for, what, 7 minutes? It's not fast enough. And I'll just pull everything here together, because apparently that's what everybody wants. It's fine by me. I'll use my cooldown abilities here, all three of them, which is Reprisal, Rampart, and then my other damage reduction ability. Looks like somebody else was smart enough to go ahead and do the little trick, which was to do the puzzle wrong, spawning these extra 3 ghosts. Now we have a ton of stuff on me. I don't have super here, so I'm going to die. Yep, that's what happens. So the reason why this failed... It's not my fault, man. It's not my fault! Technically, it's not. It was because people were over-pulling. Once DPS start pulling, bad things happen. As I was mentioning in the beginning of this video, I don't like it when DPS pull things, and this is why. Perfect example. I like it when I say something, and then right after I say something, that thing happens. How fun. Once we kill the final ghost, and that spawned because we did the puzzle incorrect, the door will open, and then we'll go ahead and do the last boss. As a tank, it is your job to take a look at everyone to ensure that nobody is watching a cutscene before you engage the boss. I'll point the boss away from the party. It doesn't really matter, but it is a good habit to build early on, because later on in the game, it certainly will matter. Picking up aggro on the ad using my provoke ability, and then just continuing to attack and dodge. Nothing more to it. There's another ad, and I'll go ahead and select him and use my ranged attack to bring him back on me and not on my party. Quick dodge. Picking up aggro on the ad one more time. Fight should be over here in just a moment. And that is the Sunken Temple of Qarn. Only one wipe due to an overzealous DPS. I'll go ahead and give it to Mr. Purple because I didn't like our DPS here. They were doing great damage, but they did not allow me to set the pace of the dungeon, which resulted in a wipe. But you know what? That's going to happen sometimes, and it's not a big deal. You just respawn and try again. Thanks for watching this video. I hope you learned something useful and can get into the Sunken Temple of Qarn and get out as quickly as possible. If you didn't learn anything useful here, I'm sorry. I tried my best to be helpful and informative. If you still didn't like the video, check out a different video on the channel. I'm sure there'll be something on there that you'll get something out of. Anyway, we will see you in the next one. Bye!